not come close to that. I know you haven't. You have not come close to doing those things. It's time, people. Listen, you can do it. You can encourage yourself with God's help. You can lift yourself up with God's help. No matter what your situation is, you can do it. Paul had pains. He had pains and aches. I do too. I've been suffering for the past 6-8 weeks. But I'm still encouraging myself. It may get tough, but I'm still going to try my best to encourage myself and lift myself up. That I enter these gates with praise and thanksgiving every day of my life. How have you done? You need to start right now putting the enemy in his place. How do you know it's the enemy, Shane? How do I know? If it's not speaking life, it's not God. If it's not speaking those spiritual things, of the promises of the Bible, it's not God. Put it out. Tell him to let go. Tell him that you're just envious. You little envy, little moron, you. Just like we read in the Scriptures and showed you, when we're able to lay eyes on him, we're going to say, and that's the guy that caused all this trouble? Who is he? I mean, seriously, that's what's going to happen the day we get to lay eyes on him. And he gets formally sentenced. We're going to look and say, that? He is nothing. But we blow him up to be this big horned dragon with all these powers and blah, blah, blah. It can just destroy and do all these things when all he does is simply play mind games. Well, it's time to play mind games back. It's time to get the upper hand and renew the mind and tell him, saying, no, sir. I've got Jesus on my side, and you do not. And you cannot. And guess who has the greater power? Jesus. All power was given unto him in heaven and in earth. So long. Goodbye, moron. You're out of here. That's how you renew your mind. Enter encouraged. Enter uplifted. And start working together in all the wonderful things that God wants us to do. And then you who are having trouble that cannot overcome some situation, the rest of us can join together and pray for you, and you can overcome. That's what the church is for. That's what it's for. It's time. Julian, you can turn that recording off if you want to. It's time to grab hold of it. It's time to see the magnificent things of God. It's time for us to enjoy the promises of God.